Well. The episode you never thought was going to happen.
If these guys know us, if anyone here has met us before, they would definitely have bet this wasn't going to take place.
If there's two people with zero follow-through, it is you and me.
Times are changing.
Times are changing. We got a little time. We are wanting to avoid our own families. So here we are in the middle of the night.
Hopefully they're not watching this.
Yeah. I love you, Carolyn. It is freezing cold, so we've got our fire going.
Yep.
And
we're outside, we're apart.
Yeah, we are 6 feet together. I think that should be our motto, 6 feet together.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
6 feet together. That's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt. So we are...
It takes the negative away.
It is, yeah, it's positive.
Yeah, it's a positive spin. That's why we're here.
So if you don't know us, who are you?
I'm BJ Estes.
I am Josh Patience. We are the...
Lemonade stand.
We're Lemonade Stand. We are making...
Lemon's Aid.
We are the Lemons Aid Stand. We're making lemonade out of lemons. So we are the show that nobody asked for, and we're here filming it. So
yeah,
I feel like that's another great catchphrase.
The show nobody asked for.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah, we want to talk about life in the pandemic. We want to talk about what's going on in our homes, but we also want to find out.
Yeah, we want to hear what's happening in other people's homes.
Yeah, so we would love for you to send us some photos, send us funny stories, all that stuff on our Facebook, Instagram. We don't have Twitter, do we?
We don't tweet. I've never actually tweeted in my life. Have you tweeted?
No. Well, I think I did one time when I was in high school.
We absolutely just disqualified ourselves from anyone under 18 years old watching the show. Sorry.
But we're here, and we want to chat with you guys as well. And we have hopes and dreams of making this live one day when the pandemic is not currently on the same level of a lockdown.
Yeah.
So we can interact with you. Also, we need some practice.
Yes.
So we both talk for a living.
Yeah, we're going to polish this up.
Yeah.
Over the next month or so.
So you're seeing the coal, and in like 6 months, we'll have diamonds.
They'll see the flame.
Or the flame.
I think diamonds.
We'll figure that out.
Diamonds are made in pressure. Right?
Yeah. Coal burns.
That's right.
All right, so there is lots happening.
There's a lot going on.
Everyday life is different.
We're gonna dive into some topics.
Yeah, let's dive in. Let's go right in. So nothing is as easy as it used to be.
Right.
And nothing is simple. There are, I don't want to call them judgy eyes everywhere, but everyone is hyper aware of what you're doing. There's an awareness.
Yeah.
So we were joking earlier about being at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And one of life's simple, sweet moments.
Sure. Well, just something you normally
every day.
do.
Yeah.
Just going to run to the grocery store and get something.
As a parent, this used to be
simple.
Well, it was either the worst day or the best day. Like, if you have to take all your kids grocery shopping, it's terrible.
Right.
But if you got to go by yourself, it was like your sweet sanctuary.
Right.
That is no longer the case.
That's no longer the case. That's been stripped from us.
It's been taken, like so many other luxuries that we used to enjoy.
I went to the grocery store a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
For the first time. And
ever?
No.
I think
ever since COVID.
Ever since COVID. We're gonna see how good of a father you are, how good of a husband you are.
Actually, we came home from Mexico right when all this took place, so we were in quarantine for 2 weeks. So people were shopping for us.
And if you know anything about you, though, like we'll talk about this maybe in another episode.
That was hell on earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are the most social person we know.
Okay.
And you were on lockdown for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that was
fun. I'm still alive.
And your wife, Ruth, deserves sort of like sainthood for this.
Still married.
Still married. Okay.
Yeah.
So grocery store life is not what it used to be.
Yes.
It's different.
So we had heard rumors because we were on lockdown for 2 weeks.
Right.
And the chaos.
And you're like, it can't be true.
It can't be that bad.
No, it can't be. The grocery store is unchanging.
Yes. So I walk in.
Yeah.
And instantly there's like, I went to Save On Foods over by Chapters.
Is that like a shout out there?
I don't know. Save On Foods. It's quieter, less lineups.
Okay.
But I walk in and I didn't even know about the arrows. I hadn't even heard about the arrows.
If you are...
There's no handbook.
If you're an oblivious person, yeah, there's no handbook in... Did they check you at the door?
They checked. Well, no, there was just that you came in, and then there was the hand sanitizer station. I thought that's pretty normal,
Yeah.
so I did that. I just start walking in to get stuff, and people are looking at me strange. And I'm walking, and I look down and realize there's arrows, and
Are you
the
breaking,
arrow's pointing this way.
Are you
I
breaking
am
the rules?
100% going
Yeah.
the wrong way. And then I realized there's a few more rules here than I knew.
I think what I'm feeling like when I go grocery shopping right now is like everyone's eyes are on you.
Yeah.
And just the simple thing, like if you are buying fruit,
Sure.
you don't just pick up the first fruit and you put it in your basket. You are like, you're going through it, you're sifting through it all.
You're feeling them.
You're feeling the fruit.
You're touching the fruit.
You're poking stuff.
You don't want a rotten fruit.
No. And so, but now, you don't have a choice. It's like you either have X-ray vision, and
That's
whatever,
right. So you look over and people are just like
staring
at fruit. You like move on from the fruit.
It feels like you're like buying
and you
lottery
can't-
tickets.
You can't just walk up and grab because now you've
If you touch it,
no,
you
but
bought it.
But you're waiting for the person to leave the
Yes,
fruit because
yes.
before you could just approach and
Not happening.
no. So you got to wait for them
To have their turn.
to eye up all the fruit.
Yeah. And you're hoping they don't take the one
And then
that
you
you're
grab it
eyeing.
and you're like, frick!
It's yours, but you bought it.
So they're making money because you're actually the first three you grabbed were duds,
They're all in your basket.
but you're taking them.
Yeah.
Because you touched them.
And I was thinking about this that, okay, yes, they've got you. You
Yeah.
touch it, you buy it.
You touch it, you
But
buy
the
it.
people that are making the most money,
Is there returns?
you can't return it. I have no idea. I feel like when Costco changes their return policy, everybody changes their return policy. Like if Costco's not taking it back,
Right. That's a
no one
license.
is.
That's a yeah. I see what you're saying.
But
So you touch it, you bought it.
you touch it, you bought it, which I think is now the rule.
Right.
And I was thinking about this, that like the dairy industry has got you, they've got your wallet. Like you're done.
Why?
Because they're going to if it expires tomorrow,
Right.
you don't have a choice. You're buying it.
It's at the front row.
Your kids are drinking 4 liters of milk tonight.
Yeah,
You're
like my greatest life hack is at 7-Eleven. You grab the one at the back.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one at
you're
the
gonna
front
sort through.
expires in 3 days. The one at the back,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
It's like it's out of reach. That's forbidden fruit.
Funny.
Yeah. So you're done. You're taking it, whether it expired yesterday or tomorrow.
You're like, kids, you're drinking this milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
We
kids
have
never,
one day.
Our
It's
kids have never drank so much milk.
Every piece of dairy is a time bomb. But that's not it. Like you want to buy. It's funny because you start thinking about your habits and your actions in the grocery store.
Right.
You go to what happens when you buy meat? You want to pick it up.
You want to touch your steak.
You want to touch your steak.
Like I poke a steak.
You poke a steak.
You'd like feel around on it.
Do you know what you're looking for?
No.
Well, maybe
Well,
like
you know
intuitively.
you know
do.
what feels right to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
The fact that we're even acknowledging that's a thing,
yeah.
I don't know if I've ever talked about that.
No, you've never talked about your steak. And you like
But
how
somehow
much-
you know
is it
how
the right weight?
Yeah. So you want to pick it up?
You want to pick it up? I don't think I don't know. Do you smell a steak? Like
No, that's dead meat. You don't smell a steak.
I don't know.
Sometimes when they're a little brown,
Yeah.
but you're thinking, well, it's in the grocery store, so it must be okay.
It's still should be fine.
I've probably smelled one before.
I don't know, but you bought it now.
Yeah. You breathe on it that close, it's yours.
Yeah. It's yeah. So anyways, the people that are winning in this COVID,
Yeah.
grocery stores
Grocery stores.
and the dairy industry.
Even walking through the aisles, though, it's hilarious because you don't know how you're supposed to act. Like I was walking down the aisle and I came out of the aisle and realized I had forgot something.
It's too late.
So I'm like, and I knew it was that I had just passed it. I saw it. It was like it was in the back of my mind psychologically, and I turned back to grab, and I'm like, froze in the middle of the aisle. I'm like, can I walk back?
Was anybody watching you?
Some guy was about 40 feet down the aisle, so I'm like, I'm not going to break the 6 feet. Like, I went all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
It's
I went all the way down the other aisle back to grab it.
I feel like the visual is you're in a river and you're trying to get to the other side.
Sure.
And you're just getting swept down.
Right.
Like
There's
you
nothing.
can't swim against that. It's impossible.
Same visit. I get down the aisle and there's the cash register over there. So I'm about to go to her and look down and arrows pointing. So I'm like, am I supposed to walk? I walked all the way down the aisle, back around to get to the... That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It makes you a good citizen, though.
I felt like I was obeying the rules. I had time to obey the rules.
Yeah, you had nothing else to do.
That's been a
You didn't
theme.
have hockey to
Has
go
that
to?
not been a theme?
Yeah, okay.
I pull up to Tim Hortons today. 30 cars in the lineup. I went in.
Because you don't have anything else to do?
I got time.
I almost feel like, well, I think other people have talked about this, but like time is, our perception of time and our perception of seasons is gone.
Right.
Every day to me is, you go to bed on December 31st, the day is over, it is like a new year is coming, it's a fresh start,
Yeah.
and you wake up and it's January 1st. You're broke.
You're broke from Christmas.
You're broke from Christmas. You're broke from living it up.
Yeah.
Your kids are miserable because the toys that you bought them are no longer good.
Right.
And nothing is fun. They can't play with their friends. It's a holiday. Like nobody's
Everything's
working.
closed.
Everything's closed.
Yeah.
Nobody's working.
Sure.
And
And you've got a ton of new ideas for the day.
yeah, and it's January.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of optimism. I think there's optimism on January 1st, but there's also like you have to slog through January. Nobody likes January, so it sucks.
Well, it feels fresh. You wake up and January feels like a new beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
So you wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm going to conquer this day.
Except tomorrow is not January 2nd. You're not a little bit closer.
Right.
You're back to January 1st.
Because by the end of the day, it's December 31st. You've got a bag of chips on your lap,
Yes.
probably a Coca-Cola or a beer in your hand,
Yes.
and you're
You're-
like crying,
Yeah.
watching Netflix. My friend asked me the other day if I finished Netflix yet. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's done. If you
Have you
can,
finished Netflix?
if you can say there's nothing left to watch on Netflix, like,
Yeah.
then we have a problem.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I like that analogy though, because you wake up ready to conquer like all kinds of tasks. Exercise.
there's no yeah. Okay. So how old are you?
38, Josh.
Okay, I am also 38. I knew the answer to that question, but we both look. What
Would it be? I'd love to tell the studio audience here that. Well, there's no studio audience. The audience.
Careless.
I'd love to tell the audience that we actually don't know what's written on each other's cards
we do, but we don't.
for like a genuine.
Yeah. So this is shocking for you to believe. Number one, we have no budget.
Zero budget.
Zero budget. This is our set,
Yeah.
Uh,
Which your kids built.
which my kids built, and I had my daughter create the sign for.
Yeah.
And we've spent a whopping 30 minutes pre-planning this episode. Although, with all
Well,
due respect, we do shoot ideas.
We've been shooting ideas.
Yeah.
But on that topic, the topics that we talk about, we would love for people to weigh in. Like if you have a grocery store experience
Yes.
that you could share with us that is hilarious, that we could like
Add it to the comment section.
add it to the comment section.
Right. I think it's about here in the fire.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
on the video, like
On
right
the video.
Below, yeah, right below the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely done.
That's what the kids on the YouTube do.
Oh, do they?
I think so. They tell you to leave a comment below.
Right down.
Right.
Right down there.
There.
Yeah.
So we actually did do a little bit of planning for this.
Yeah.
But we don't want to kind of
We don't want to.
We don't wanna give it all away.
Yeah, and we don't want to be pretending to react to each other's comments either. So.
no. So
Did you almost burn your
I,
notes there?
I did. So as 30, like we're closing in on 40.
Yeah.
I don't want to say we're midlife crisis people, but as we've kind of gone through and started to experience this pandemic, I feel like guys like us are making some bad decisions.
Horrible decisions.
Well, I think they're horribly optimistic
Horribly
decisions.
optimistic. Okay.
So what we're wondering, and you can go ahead. We've got a few things that maybe we're thinking about making these bad decisions so we can get your feedback on, or you've already made a bad decision and we would love to hear it below.
And see a photo.
And see a photo.
An example would be
fantastic. So number one, basically our question is, what are the things as a, and we're just talking about 30 to 40-year-old men because that's our age demographic, and we traditionally make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But feel free to share at any age your mistakes. We're idiots.
Yeah, it's built in.
What are the things that you are currently doing? You are so optimistic that this is going to happen. And I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Every dude our age that is currently building a prison gym in their yard or in their garage right now. Like, you have never worked out in your life.
No, but 16 memberships to different gyms.
You've had every opportunity. You've been in a facility with hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment, professional grade equipment, trainers.
Right. At your fingertips.
At your fingertips. Just
open 24 hours nowadays.
24 hours a day for $19 a month.
Yes.
And you didn't go.
Never went.
But suddenly,
I do go, for the record. So do you.
Yeah, I did.
We're in peak physical condition.
So this doesn't apply to us.
No, this doesn't apply to us. This is everyone else.
This is everyone else.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you decide that during a pandemic, this is the time to build your garage prison gym. So that spider-infested
rat turd in the corner
hole in your home, you are suddenly going to go in there and like a butterfly emerging from the cocoon, that is where you are going to emerge.
Wow.
Spectacular. Okay. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
No.
But it's not going to happen.
No, I guarantee that they're set up and they've been used maybe twice.
Yes.
Maybe. Then they got sore the next day and went, holy crap.
Yeah. Or the fact that you're lifting bags of rice and whatever. Like,
yeah.
It's not working. Let's be honest. I love your optimism, 30 to 40-year-old males. You are so optimistic and so naive.
Another example would be someone who's never really restored a vehicle that's always wanted to.
If you are thinking of buying a classic car.
Yeah. Like, this is the time.
This is the time to do, or if you're thinking of selling.
Or an RV or.
Yeah. If you are looking for
a project.
If you're looking for a project, you're thinking to yourself right now, this is the time to do it.
I could do this. Yeah.
But if you were looking to sell a classic car or sell a broken down RV,
never been a better time.
This is the time to sell them. Because there's guys like us that are like, I have no mechanical experience.
Yeah.
I can't fix anything.
Right.
I'm going to restore that classic car.
100% YouTube.
I'm going to YouTube the whole thing. Me and the kids and the wife driving in the summer. I can picture it now.
Oh, yeah. A lot of dreams.
That thing is literally, just take your money and throw it into this fire right now.
You know what? You talking about driving it, this was not in our cards or conversation.
Good.
But I was thinking about when me and you went to Vegas with our wives, and we decided to rent the Mustang and drive to the Grand Canyon.
So if people are wondering, how 30 to 40-year-old white male are you?
Yeah. We rented a white convertible Mustang, and about probably 20 minutes into the trip, we realized we'd made a mistake.
Well, but we had a pact, though.
Yes.
Our pact was, if we're renting a convertible Mustang,
the roof is staying on.
We are never putting the roof down. It was
40 degrees out.
It was 40 degrees at 100 miles an hour.
We have video footage. With
the air conditioning.
I have document video footage of us leaning into the air conditioning.
You were driving like this.
Sweating. Trying. Because the air was so hot. But we were not putting that roof on.
I will say we were stubborn.
And we drove 4 hours.
Yeah.
To the Grand Canyon.
And
which was incredible.
Yeah.
Amazing life experience.
We experienced the beauty of one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Sorry. You just reminded me when you said driving with.
But I think that spirit, that's what every guy right now thinks they're going to capture.
Yeah. Like we set out that morning.
We just paid the $200 and got it.
Yes.
Steve right now is spending $10,000 on a
car that doesn't run.
But
doesn't
that's
have
the
wheels.
dream. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
We're dreamers.
Yeah. That's good.
On a smaller scale, though, I wonder how many dudes are currently like, I need to start making my own jerky. Like, let's buy the food dehydrator.
What?
Let's probably the expired steaks at the grocery store.
Jerky.
You feel like you're going to, because you're like, I need to buy some beef jerky, and jerky is expensive.
Wow.
So I think
I haven't. Have you run into this? This
we
has
had
not crossed my mind.
I feel like I've had that inclination
To make jerky.
that right now I
No
should
better
invest in it.
time.
There's no better time to start
Oh, you don't have a
my-
jerky thing. You think you should invest in one.
I think so. This is why it's a problem. I can't afford the car.
So people are gonna make one round. They'll make one round.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, if you buy the jerky machine.
And you'll tell your friends.
Yeah.
You will tell all of your friends. It's so easy. It's so good.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
I'm gonna do
It's
it all the
incredible.
time. It's the same thing you said about the gym.
Yes.
It's so easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna go all the time.
Right.
What else? What else are people making the mistake on right now? Like, what mistakes do you think? You were talking about puzzles earlier. Other than the dairy industry,
Sure. A lot of people have started some puzzles.
every person who owns stocks in puzzles, like, people are liquidating their like
Right.
oil and gas and buying puzzle stocks right now. I think that they are the richest people in the world. Like, have you bought a puzzle?
I've done a few, but
have
I'm a
you-
puzzler.
Okay.
I puzzle.
Like,
Not professionally.
not professionally.
No.
But
But okay, I will. I do like the 500 piece.
That's your kind of range. That's
Yeah,
your
I mean-
wheelhouse.
I could hit 1,000, but it would sit on my table for a while.
But don't you like the challenge, or do you
Oh,
want
I do like the challenge, but my wife doesn't have the patience for it to sit on the table long
for
enough.
1,000 piece?
Yeah, for 1,000 piece. 500 I can do in a day.
Okay, I feel like if you have a puzzle right now, I would love to see your half-finished puzzles.
Oh.
I think that would be good. And
Yeah.
how long has it been sitting there for?
The funny thing about puzzles is no one actually cares what, like, you don't actually care what the picture is.
No,
Like, I look at it and I'm like, oh, balls of yarn. I'm going to do that.
I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind finishing that. I don't understand the puzzle really. Like we've
don't do
puzzled
it?
a little bit.
You don't like it.
The last one that we did, we put out. It was 1,000 piece, and
Did
it
you
was
finish it?
We finished it. But the rest of the family definitely did more. I'm not sure about the appeal of the puzzle yet. I don't get it. Is it therapeutic?
It's relaxing. I mean, I'll sit with a glass of wine and
Puzzle?
Somehow it's weird because you're doing it by yourself most of the time.
You don't puzzle with the kids?
I puzzle alone.
Solo puzzler?
I puzzle alone.
I've been known to puzzle by myself.
But somehow in my mind, when I like combine a few, I think I'm amazing.
Do you?
I have these moments of elation where I'm like, BJ, you are incredible. You are the greatest puzzler. Those are the thoughts in your head when you're like, oh yeah.
So
No
it's
one
just-
saw that
it's just
coming.
Oh. The puzzle maker's like, nobody's gonna get this, and you're like, take that.
You didn't see that coming, Mr. Puzzle Maker. Oh, that is. We're going to be editing this.
Okay. So if you're a puzzler, way to go.
Yeah, like those are, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are real feelings.
What
though.
emotions? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
what
guess.
emotions do you feel?
Does puzzling bring out for you?
Also, when you finish it, it's like you literally finish and go straight to bed.
But do you feel like
Exhausted, emotional.
I feel like a puzzle, all you've done in order to win a puzzle is to get back to square one.
Sure.
Like somebody destroyed something,
right.
and your satisfaction
I
comes
think
from
that-
returning it back to the start.
Right. But I think if you watch enough Survivor, when you're doing the puzzle, you feel like someday I'm going to be on the show Survivor.
So it's a training. It's a training.
You're in
thing.
training for Survivor.
All right.
Basically. Can you see that?
Whatever helps you sleep. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Whatever gets you through the next puzzle.
Okay. Another bad decision would be learning a new instrument, maybe.
Yes. So someone once told me, the acoustic guitar is a single man's game.
Yes.
Like, you're like, I want to get a date. I want to impress someone.
People think they're just going to pick up a guitar and learn it in a week.
And you're telling me that's not the case.
That's not possible.
Okay. I think that, again, thinking about the 30 to 40-year-old male, that you're going to look back on, I don't know, what are you listening to? Like what do 30 to 40-year-old men listen to? Dave Matthews Band. And you're like, or who's the guy that plays the didgeridoo?
Wow.
Xavier Rudd. You're like...
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm impressed.
Suddenly, I'm in a pandemic. I've got all this time.
You're going to become Xavier, right?
I'm going to be Xavier Rudd. I'm going to pick up the didgeridoo.
Right.
Or the acoustic guitar.
Sure.
Or...
No one actually envisions... They envision their hero as who they're going to be in a week playing the instrument.
And that's not the case.
No one envisions the
10,000 hours.
steps, yeah, that lead up to that moment, right?
And I also feel like all of those men, those guys in this case,
Sure.
were successful before they got married. Because if I attempted to play the didgeridoo in front of my wife,
Right.
it's getting thrown in the fire.
Sure.
Or it's leading to a divorce. Or the violin.
No, the process of learning it.
Yes.
Like
Like if you have a child and your child's music teacher has sent home
The recorder.
the recorder,
Yes.
it's like that, but for 30-year-old men.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I'm going to be doing hot cross buns on the didgeridoo.
Or the
or the violin.
Didgeridoos don't play any melody at all. But
I don't know. It shows you how little about music I
okay,
know.
okay.
We also hope
We're not
that-
trying to single out women in this conversation. We're just trying to trash men,
Yeah.
basically.
Yes.
Because we understand what a 30-year-old man's going through right now.
And I feel like after, almost 15 years of marriage, are you 15 years?
Mm-hmm.
We're 15 years this year. That you know
I think we're 15 this year. What year did you get married?
2005. It's 2020. Yeah.
I got married in 04, so I guess I'm 16 this year.
When's your anniversary?
October.
I feel like you need to talk louder too.
October.
Yeah, so we're
I guess
June
I'm
25th.
16 this year.
You'd be 16. Love you, babe.
Wow. We will edit that.
We will edit that.
Yeah.
So we're kind of coming to the end of episode 1, I think.
Yeah.
Closing in.
Closing in.
And we would love to hear from you. We would love for you to leave a comment down here.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I think we're going to try and put a picture in
Ooh.
our video here.
Actually, if people send us pictures,
It will show up in the lemonade stand.
they're going to end up here. If you ever watched Mr. Rogers, was it?
That's what you were saying, I think.
He had like picture on the wall.
Yeah.
This is going to be our picture.
This is our picture here.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we did it. We made another episode.
We made another episode, and there's way more coming, and they're going to get better because we got to work out the kinks.
I feel like if you liked this episode,
Mm-hmm.
this is the worst one.
It can only get better.
It can't get worse. It can only get better.
Yeah.
And you will have a ton of fun
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, we're going to bring more social media into it and more,
Hopefully more social. Period.
more social.